Hey, if you've ever found yourself making the commitment to change your health and fitness, like change your meal plan, you want to drop some pounds, and the next thing you know, you're smack dab in the middle of a situation where it's like, what am I supposed to eat right now? What am I going to do now? Whether it's celebrations or fundraisers or family gatherings, and you notice that there's things there, maybe just a small amount of things that you could snack on, but most of the things are off limits. And then your mind says, well, you know what? I'm just going to have a little bit. The next thing that happens is you're having a lot, you're off the rails, you're not on your meal plan, and you really have that feeling that says, man, am I ever going to be able to get control of this? If you've ever done that before, I want to share with you that that's completely normal. What our mind does in that moment is it says, hey, it's okay. It wasn't the right time for us. We're going to go ahead and put this on the back burner for now. We'll pick it up later. And we don't even know when later is. Sometimes later is years and years later. But when we actually get out there and say we're going to do it again, we run into the same thing again and we wonder, why does that keep happening? I make the decision to change my health and fitness. I'm going to change what it is that I'm eating. And I keep bumping up against these situations where it's like, hey, like there's nothing here for me to eat. I don't know what to do. I'm backed into a corner. And what's really happening there is that we're putting ourselves into that situation because we actually have a mindset issue. It's not about like, oh, it's these diets, they don't work, or it's all that type of stuff. It's more about the fact that there's things there in your mind that are actually causing you to choose the path that you're choosing and then choosing the path that's saying, hey, this is not going to happen for you. And it's more based around questions like, do I feel like maintaining my ideal body weight is a difficult thing? Do I feel like losing weight is a difficult thing? Do I feel like being healthy and fit is a difficult thing? And what you find around those things is thoughts and feelings in the form of things that feel true. They really feel like it's just automatic, and we feel that way, and we call those beliefs. Beliefs are just thoughts and feelings that are automatic and they feel true. That's why they fly right by the radar. So when we have those thoughts and feelings, those beliefs that cause that, what that causes us to do, it leads us to maybe a meal plan that's a little too strict for you. Maybe a meal plan that's going to be a little bit too hard to adhere to, and we don't even know what's going on. We see this a lot right now with, well, I saw it in years past in keto, but we see it now in the form of carnivore diet, and I'm not saying bad things about those diets. I hate the word diet, by the way, meal plan, lifestyle, whatever. It might be the right thing for people. That's fine, but they're very restrictive. And oftentimes people find themselves in front of like bread or rice or fruit, and those things just become so appealing. And the point of it is that you might not need to do carnivore or keto or any other super restrictive diet to get the results that you want, but you're not even going to know that's possible for you if you're operating with the belief that says this has got to be really difficult. So what you've got to do is you've got to find out, you've got to dig down in there and say, do I have those beliefs? And don't feel bad about them. Just get them out on the table and look at them and like, yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like, this is going to be a difficult thing and realize that, like that might just be true for you, but is that true for everybody? That's one way of putting it out on the table and saying, well, is it? No, and I can tell you, no, it's not hard for me. So you can start to play with the idea is that no, it doesn't have to be difficult. What would it be like if it was easy? And then you start to play with that idea more and more. What would that be like for you? And this is how we actually make the mindset shifts. And that's why you want to dive down into those things because what our beliefs do is it's like they're gatekeepers. They stand at the gate in front of the results that you want and they say, you're not going to pass. You've got to get past me. And you can't get past them until you can actually look at them and see what they are. That's how we move them to the side and we put a new belief in place. And that belief is something along the lines of, this isn't hard for me. This is something that's easy for me. I really love it. What is it that I choose at that point? Well, maybe I don't choose something as restrictive, and maybe I don't choose something where I feel like I need to drop 10 pounds in the next few days. That stuff never sticks. Maybe I choose a longer approach now. Maybe I choose that because I love the health and energy that's associated with that. But what that does is you start to play with that mindset is that it opens up different possibilities for you so you now can start stepping into situations and not feel like you're so restricted, not feel like you're going to go off the rails and not feel like it's not going to work for you. So I hope this makes sense for you. If you found yourself in that situation many times before, like I'm going to change my health and fitness, and you wind up in a situation where it's not going to work for you. You can't find any foods that are going to work. You find yourself going off the rails, and then you have that painful feeling that I don't know if I'm ever going to get control of this. It's not your fault. It's not the diet's fault. It's not the situation's fault. What it is, it's a mindset issue, and it's based on beliefs that you're holding. And you want to get deeper into those beliefs so you can change those beliefs that will then form the mindset that gets you the results that you want.